Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dave, a professor at Racext Academy, where we offer online courses on mechanics for motorcycles and cars. If you're interested in learning more about how to fix and maintain your vehicles, check out our website racext.com and enroll in one of our courses today. In this video, I'm going to show you how to change the brake pads on your car by yourself. This is a simple and cheap way to improve the performance and safety of your brakes, and it doesn't require any special tools or skills. You can save a lot of money by doing this yourself instead of taking your car to a shop. Before we start, make sure you have the following items: a jack and jack stands to lift your car, a lug wrench to remove the wheels, a socket wrench or a spanner to remove the caliper bolts, a flathead screwdriver or a pry bar to push back the piston, a wire brush and some anti-seize lubricant to clean the parts, a pair of gloves and some brake cleaner to protect your hands and the environment, and of course, a set of new brake pads that fit your car model. You can find all these items at your local auto parts store or online. Just make sure you get the right brake pads for your car. You can check your owner's manual or ask the store clerk for help. Now let's get started. Step 1. Loosen the lug nuts on the wheel you want to work on. Don't remove them completely yet, just loosen them enough so you can take them off later. Step 2. Jack up your car and place a jack stand under the frame. Make sure the car is stable and secure before you go under it. Never rely on the jack alone. Step 3. Remove the lug nuts and the wheel. Put them aside in a safe place. Step 4. Locate the brake caliper. It's the metal device that clamps over the brake rotor, which is the shiny disc behind the wheel. The brake pads are inside the caliper, pressing against the rotor when you apply the brakes. Step 5. Remove the caliper bolts. These are usually 2 bolts on the back of the caliper that hold it in place. Use a socket wrench or a spanner to loosen and remove them. Be careful not to damage the rubber boots that cover them. Step 6. Pivot the caliper up or slide it off the rotor. Depending on your car model, you may have to pivot the caliper up from the bottom or slide it off from the top. Either way, be gentle and don't let it hang by the brake hose. You can use a piece of wire or a bungee cord to secure it to something nearby. Step 7. Slide out the old brake pads from the caliper. They may be held by clips or pins that you need to remove first. Take note of how they are installed so you can put them back correctly later. Step 8. Push back the piston into the caliper. The piston is the round metal part that pushes against the brake pad when you apply the brakes. You need to push it back into its bore so you can fit the new pads in. You can use a flathead screwdriver or a pry bar to do this, but be careful not to damage the piston or its rubber seal. Step 9. Clean the caliper and the rotor with a wire brush and some brake cleaner. Remove any rust, dirt, or grease that may affect the braking performance. Apply some anti-seize lubricant on the metal contact edges and on the back of the new pads. This will prevent squeaking and corrosion. Step 10. Slide in the new brake pads into the caliper. Make sure they are oriented correctly and fit snugly. Reinstall any clips or pins that hold them in place. Step 11. Pivot or slide back the caliper over the rotor. Align it with its mounting holes and reinstall the caliper bolts. Tighten them with a socket wrench or a spanner to their specified torque. You can find this information in your owner's manual or online. Step 12. Repeat steps 1 to 11 for each wheel you want to change. Step 13. Put back the wheels and tighten the lug nuts in a star pattern. Lower your car from the jack stands and remove them. Step 14. Test your brakes before driving normally. Start your car and pump your brakes several times until they feel firm. Then drive slowly in an empty area and apply your brakes gently at first, then harder as you go faster. This will help seat in your new pads and rotors. And that's it. You have successfully changed your brake pads.